Good morning. So last week we talked about who? Moses. And who remembers what Moses means? We actually didn't talk about this. No. Moses is the name that the daughter of the Pharaoh gave him because she took him out of the water. So apparently it has something to do with water and coming out of water. So if you wanted to make a joke to your mother when you come out of the bath, you could say, "I'm Moses." I'm kidding. But it means you came out of the water. There we go. A few laughs. That's good. Ha ha. That's about what it deserves, right? So what happens to Moses after this? Well, he grows up in the palace, but he knows who he is. And it says that when he's grown, when he's gotten big and strong and tall, like Vasily, he goes out to see his brethren, to see the other children of Israel. You know this story, right? How many of you have seen this in a movie? Okay, we need to watch more movies, apparently. Okay, so he goes out to see what's going on with his relatives who are slaves and who are working, and as he's there, he sees an Egyptian beating one of the Israelites, and he's filled with anger. This is not just, this is not right. And it doesn't say whether he intends to do this or not, but he hits the Egyptian, he attacks the Egyptian, he gets involved, and he kills the Egyptian. And he's afraid. He's afraid because, well, he's a prince of Egypt. He has an important place, and he just killed one of the taskmasters, one of the overseers, one of the ruling class of the country. He knows he won't be protected by his high status. People will think, oh, the Hebrew's gone back to be with the Hebrews, better throw him in with the slaves, or we might as well just kill him. But he thinks, well, I'll hide the body and nobody will know. Does he sound like a very good guy so far? Okay, he's already killed someone and now he's hiding the body. That's not okay in so many ways. But he buries the body, and then the next day he goes out again and he sees a couple of the Israelites and they're fighting. And he says, well, I did the bad thing yesterday, I'll do the good deed today, I'm going to get involved, I'll stop them from arguing, I'll bring peace to them. He gets involved, and one of them says, who made you a judge over us? Who made you the boss of me? Gonna kill me like you did that Egyptian yesterday? He thinks, I thought it was a secret. I thought nobody knew. I thought I was safe. So he runs away. It doesn't say he got on a horse. It says he ran away. It says he left. He left and he went away from Egypt. He went into the desert, the wilderness of Sinai. And maybe he went farther into Arabia. We don't really know. He went away where the Pharaoh and his soldiers couldn't get him. Now, is there a lesson so far? Well, we haven't even heard that. That's there. We know that's true. We know he messed up. But it doesn't say that. He's just living with the consequences of his very unfortunate actions. Right? Don't kill people. Oh, does that excuse him killing somebody? So first lesson we need to take away from this. Watch your temper. You might do something you don't intend. And in the worst case, you could do something horrible. Have you ever hurt your brother or your sister when you lost your temper? Who's hurt your brother or your sister when you've lost your temper before? Put your hands up. Parents, put your hands up. We've all done this. We've all messed up. Now, does that mean it's okay for us to mess up? You can put your hands down again. No. It does mean God forgives us. And we're going to see what happens to Moses when God gets done with him as we keep on going through the story. So that's the first lesson. Don't lose your temper. Bad things might happen. Second thing, what's Moses going to be? He's going to be a judge over the children of Israel. The thing that the one of them said, who made you a judge over us? The answer is going to be God. But not yet. First, he has to repent. First, he has to grow. First, he has to become small. You see, he starts out important. He starts out the apparent son of a princess, living in a palace, super powerful, super comfortable, super important. He thinks he's got the right to interfere. He has to go away and become nothing and nobody. And then God will work with him. I have unfortunate news. The same thing happens to all of us. If we think we're something, we have to learn we're weak, we're broken, we mess up, we're nothing. Then God can work with us. So, next week, we'll talk more about what happens to Moses out there in the desert. For now, let's stand up and take communion.